Her question of the day, and this is the segment where I answer common questions from women on social media. So let's dive right in. This is the question from this lady who I'm assuming in her late 30s. It's hard to tell behind all the filters and or her 40s. So let's see what question she has for us. But it's probably one of the most common ones, and more women are asking this.
This is for all the straight single men, specifically in Sydney. Where are you? No, seriously. If you're not on the dating apps, where are you? Like, where do you go?
Well, I'll give you the answer. There are three places where you can find quality men. One is they've gone home. A lot of American and Western men just do no
Right.
longer want to deal with Western women, and they'd rather go home and take care of their careers, their hobbies, their health, and spend time with their friends and family. The second place you can find us is in Southeast Asia and South America, where a lot of us have gone. One, to get away from women like you who have no value to us at all, and to be around and so we can meet and maybe marry family oriented, um, submissive and traditional women. In the third place where you can find quality men is right in front of your fucking nose. As a matter of fact, it looks like you are very much aware of that because you have a video on your page where you showcase all of these men that you are friends of, that you friend zoned over and over and over again, and you probably think that you are too hot for them, right? However, you insult this man in front, pretty much in one of your other videos, by saying this.
Full of trash.
Oh,
All the
let's
fish
listen.
are dying. I hate when people say, don't worry, you'll find a guy. There's plenty of fish in the sea. The sea is full of trash.
You just called all of these men that you showcased in your pictures trash. The problem is that you friend zoned all of these men, all of these good men. Where now that you're aging out, they probably wouldn't even be interested in you, even if you asked. And those are the three places where all the quality men are hiding. It's not you specifically. Well, I should say this. It's not your looks, though you are aging out very quickly. It's your attitude. If you want a chance on having any of these men, you have to change your attitude. But let's continue listening.
Because all my single girlfriends cannot seem to meet single guys. Like, where are you hiding out? I've gone to bars, gone to churches, clubs.
Bars and clubs is not likely the place where you would meet your husband, because if you're do you want your future husband to be hanging out at bars and clubs? So why are you looking for him there? Good men who will make good husbands are not hanging out there. And another thing, you mentioned churches. Well, I think a lot of men who do go to church or temples or whatever are not there to meet girls, and if they are, obviously they're not there for the right reasons, so that's a complication there. um
I've
let's listen in.
joined sporting events. I still can't meet single guys. Every guy I have met in Sydney is in a relationship.
Well, that's not true. Every single guy not you've met, half of them are not in relationships. You've taken pictures with them. Remember remember that video you made when you were trying to prove to all of us, oh no, I do have men around me who want me. I just made them into friends who probably also pay for your dinners and drinks and whatever and drive you around, right? So that's the reality for you. But these you are not like these women need to realize she probably thinks she's really hot, but she is not. She's average looking, and with every day she gets more and more and more average looking. But the problem is, and judging by her other videos, is that she thinks she's super hot, and all of these average looking men are not good enough for her. But an average looking woman should really match with an average looking man.
I don't understand it. With all the people in the city, where are the single guys? Have you just given up? Do you just not go out? Do you just rather prefer male company?
Yeah, so like she came close to calling us gay, right? Because a lot of them do. They're like, well, you like men now? You're just gay now? No. Us not wanting you doesn't mean we're gay. Us not wanting you is just us not wanting you. emphasis on you. There are plenty of other women we want, especially here, like I said, in Southeast Asia. There are plenty of women who are not wondering where all the men are because they're submissive and traditional and family oriented, and they find men relatively easily when you're that way, especially if you're younger and prettier.
Are you just working to survive, Sydney? Like, please comment below and tell me, where do you go out? Like, specifically, is there a bar? Is there an area? Is there a club? I need to know, because it is just getting so frustrating sitting on a dating app swiping. I want to meet people in the real world. So
The men on the dating apps are the same men that are in the real world. The problem is not with the dating apps. The problem is with you.
comment below, where in Sydney? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Where do you go out?
So, by the way, this has nothing to do with specifically Sydney. Sydney is a very Western city, obviously. But okay, you know what? Let's scroll. Let's scroll. I haven't done this. Oh, another girl saying I need a good man here. The guy says we're not interested in relationships. It's lose-lose situation. I'm totally okay dying single and childless. Agreed. Well, he said, we're focusing on ourselves, says a man quoting a lot of women who wasted their 20s when they had the highest value, focusing on this. Well, there's a comment from someone. I'm in Thailand now. Oh, look, it was me. Okay. Um, life is tough enough without the headache of a woman. I'll hold on to what I have without giving half to a gold digger. Fair. In my garage, tinkering on my motorcycle and cars, like I said, hobbies. Bars is the worst place. The sports activities are the best. That's not a bad advice. Um, I'm not single, but I'm home with my amazing wife that I met at 30. All right. Let's see what else. Well, you get the idea, right? So there are a lot of men essentially telling her over and over again what I just told her, but as always, these women are not going to listen. When they're asking for advice, a lot of times they're not really asking for advice. They just want to bitch and complain and bash men and listen to advice of other single losers women who will tell them, yeah, men are not shit, you need to do this, you need to do that. And of course nobody gives worse advice to women than other women. They're obviously not asking us, because if a woman ever hears me or a man like me saying all of these things to her, she basically will call us toxic, narcissist, and so forth, right? So we know how that story goes. So that is the question of the week. We'll have one next Friday, as I do these segments every week. If you want to ditch modern women and move abroad for more traditional relationships, go to themillionmanproject.com, take my most comprehensive course, and change your life.